Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Raw Politics. In this episode, we want to look at the real reason why MCAs are threatening to impeach Johnson Sakaja, the governor for Nairobi. The reason as to why I'm saying the real reason is that there are reasons that MCAs usually give why they want to impeach a governor, gross violation of the Constitution, and all those things that they usually give. But then there is always the real reason. I told you there is a difference between ideal. Ideal is what you present to people, but then there is reality, why you are actually doing what you're doing. And so in this video, we are going to briefly look at 3 reasons why I believe the MCAs are poised, are angling, are trying to impeach Johnson Sakaja. As to whether he deserves to be impeached or not, that is for the voters of Nairobi to decide. But I want to just share with you what, in my opinion, are the 3 reasons why these MCAs are out there singing and saying they have to get rid of Johnson Sakaja. If that is a topic that interests you, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. And if you do find value in our videos, consider liking this video and sharing it with friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you are yet to subscribe to the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, if you followed most of the impeachment hearings in the Senate, there is always the side of the MCAs and the side of the governor or the deputy governor in some cases. When you listen to the MCAs, they would say the usual things: gross violation of the Constitution, criminal offense, and other things. But when you listen to the governor's side, it's as if all of them have insisted that the MCAs were getting rid of them because of financial motivations. And I'm persuaded, ladies and gentlemen, the first reason that is motivating the MCAs in the Nairobi County Assembly to get rid of Sakaja has everything to do with financial influence or motivations. And this is what I mean by financial motivation. If you engage MCAs, some of them are our friends. They will tell you, this and this governor knows how to live with people. Amejua kuishi na watu. This is usually to mean that that governor will do the bidding of the MCAs. If the MCAs want to go to Singapore for benchmarking for 2 weeks, all of them will be catered for. No questions asked. If they wanted to go to Mombasa and pigia mwili pole for a week, it will be taken care of almost immediately. And I want you to understand this, ladies and gentlemen. If you went through the audit report since devolution was started, it is almost impossible to find a county that got a good audit report. The looting in the counties is appalling. Yet, some governors are never touched. They are very close with the MCAs. Why? Because they know how to live with those MCAs. The moment you differ in terms of sharing the loot or the finances, then the MCAs will do everything to impeach you. I want to give you a case in point. The Meru impeachments. Every leader, whether it was the MCAs, the MPs, the Senate, etc., the deputy governor, all those leaders came and said that Kawira Mwangaza had to go. And why? Because she didn't know how to live with other leaders. She was too antagonistic. She didn't respect other leaders. And so they impeached her the first time, they impeached her the second time, and the third time Senate said, okay, this is now a joke. Let us give these leaders their wish. Let Mwangaza go. And she was removed. But if you go to Meru, you would find that that lady who was impeached, who supposedly was the worst person, is still extremely popular. So how comes this very evil woman who was being impeached every 6 months was so bad, but the people loved her? Leaders didn't like anything to do with her, but the people loved her. How comes? Because she didn't know how to live with the people. She didn't know how to share the loot. So perhaps she was looting the county, but not sharing with the MCS or with the MPs or with the senator, etc. It might be so many things, but it had financial motivation. So even for Sakaja, he might be popular among the people. He might have done 1, 2, 3 that the people like. But if he is not going to appease the MCAs, the reality is that they will, on that basis, find reasons to remove him from office. And so my belief is that the first motivation here is the usual motivation these MCAs have. And I have respect for MCAs. But the reality on the ground is that they are there to ensure that the governor does their bidding. And any governor who does not toe the line is always impeached or threatened with impeachment. Sakaja seems not to be towing the line in terms of sharing the loot. And for that reason, I am persuaded nothing will stop these MCAs from impeaching him unless he reconsiders and tries to share and decides to share whatever it is that these MCAs want shared. 2, I think the second reason here is local politics. You see, Rigathi Gachagua explained very well that moving forward, the leadership of Nairobi must be in the hands of Gema people. But there is a problem. The current governor of Nairobi is not from Gema community. And that current governor of Nairobi now enjoys the support of both the president and Raila Odinga. As you know, Raila Odinga has always won Nairobi, meaning in terms of support, Raila Odinga has majority of support in Nairobi. And any governor who has won Nairobi has won it by getting at least a chunk of Raila's support base. Kidero, of course, got Raila's support. Sonko got the Jubilee and serious support from Raila's base. You have Sakaja, who, remember, the women rep failed, the senator failed, but Sakaja won. Why? Because Sakaja also got support from Raila's base. So Sakaja currently has the support of President Ruto and the support of Raila Odinga, which makes it almost difficult to remove him come 2027. So in the spirit of ensuring that a Gema person is leading the county, there might be that need to impeach him now. Relying on reason number 1, the financial motivation, even though UDA has a significant majority in that assembly, those members of UDA, majority of them are Kikuyus. And those Kikuyus are aligning themselves with Gachagua. They no longer take order from the Hustler House. They take order from DCP. And so, as elected leaders, they might want to use their numbers and lobby others from ODM to get rid of Sakaja so that who takes over? Mushiri. And Mushiri, by the way, is from Mount Kenya. If you remove Sakaja, Mushiri takes over. That is how it is. So, in my opinion, local politics might be at a play here. Local politics of ensuring that Nairobi is led by a Kikuyu. Yes. So some MCAs may join this and help with the impeachment because financial motivation, but others may be doing this for purposes of local politics. And I'm not coming up with this. Just go and see how supporters of Rigathi are celebrating this online. And some of them are saying that we told you that Nairobi will be led by people from Gema. And some are saying that, oh, Sakaja, you participated in impeaching Rigathi Gachagua. Now it is your turn. So it's local politics, in my opinion. They want to remove Sakaja to ensure that at least a Gema person is in power. Or, still in the local politics, they want to remove Sakaja to ensure that he does not have a chance to contest come 2027. Because if he's just left like that, chances are that he may win the re-election. And that will not work well with local politics. And by local politics, I mean the influence Mount Kenya has in Nairobi. The third reason is testing Raila's influence in Nairobi. There are people who argue that Raila Odinga no longer has influence, no longer has sway. No MP listens to him, no MCA listens to him. There are people who argue that way. And one of them ladies and gentlemen, is Rigathi Gachagua, who said that Raila Odinga has no influence, that the Luo Nyanza, the Luyas, Kisis no longer listens to him. So currently, Raila Odinga has endorsed Sakaja for re-election, something that some members of ODM have not really loved. So you have a case where they are now testing. With this impeachment, they are testing. If we can impeach Sakaja with Raila's support, then it means Raila does not have a sway over the MCAs. And if he does not have a sway over the MCAs, it means he does not have a sway over the people. Because the MCAs would not risk disobeying Raila if they know that that is going to cost them their seats. So if they are willing to disobey him and vote Sakaja out, even if Raila says no, then it means Nairobi is up for grabs. Ladies and gentlemen, the people who would want to see this, who would want to test these waters, is not just Rigathi. People like Evans Kidero, people like Babu Owino, people like Edwin Sifuna, they want to see how powerful is Raila Odinga in Nairobi. Can he control the MCAs? Because remember, if ODM refuses to join this particular impeachment, it will not go through. Because in the assembly, UDA has 36 MCAs, of which these 36, I told you majority of them are Kikuyus. And these Kikuyus have allegiance to Rigathi Gachagua. I told you the Kikuyus, majority of them left William Ruto. And so the MCAs know very well that the best way to survive is to align yourself with the likes of Rigathi Gachagua. So they don't take orders from Hustler House. They take orders from DCP. And they are the ones who are pushing this. Now, they have managed to get a considerable number of ODM members to join them. And I told you why. Because these ODM members may not have political reasons to get rid of Sakaja, but they have financial reasons to get rid of Sakaja. Money is a serious motivator. It can make people unite even when they disagree on principles, but they will unite if it is a matter of making money. So as I was telling you, if ODM was to say no, because Raila Odinga is said to have met these MCAs and told them, we are not going to impeach Sakaja. If they listen to Raila and withdraw, the impeachment threat dies. But if they don't, then it proves to these people who are testing waters, the people who are trying to test how strong Raila Odinga is in Nairobi. This will prove to them that Nairobi is now up for grabs come 2027, that Raila Odinga has no sway. If the MCAs ignore him, join the DCP masquerading as UDA, and impeach Sakaja. Sakaja is relying on Raila Odinga for political protection. If Raila Odinga cannot control the MCAs to save him, either Raila Odinga doesn't have influence, or Raila Odinga is betraying Sakaja, sabotaging Sakaja from within, laughing with him while getting rid of him. Ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, those are the three reasons behind the plans and attempts to impeach Sakaja. As of now, they have collected the signatures and they may be tabling a motion of impeachment against Sakaja. We will wait and see if the motion is tabled, but the reasons will remain the same. One, financial motivation. Perhaps Sakaja did not share the loot with the MCAs, and now they are baying for his blood. Two, it might be local politics. The promise that a Gema person should lead might be the issue here. Getting rid of Sakaja now gives them a chance, because even if Sakaja was to be removed now, the person who takes over will be from Gema. And come 2027, it will be easy because the competitors will be people that can be defeated easily. Number three is testing Raila's influence in Nairobi, ladies and gentlemen. If the MCAs can ignore Raila Odinga and impeach Sakaja even after he spoke with them, it means Raila Odinga does not have influence, because MCAs will not be risking their seats if Raila Odinga was that influential. Two, if Senate was to impeach Sakaja, even after Raila Odinga intervened, then it means majority of ODM senators no longer take instructions from Raila Odinga. It will be evidence that Raila Odinga's sway, especially in Nairobi, is gone. So those three things, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, let us wait and see what will happen. We will update you on this matter as the news break it. But I thought that it was important to share with you why they want Sakaja gone. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Like I said, if you found value in this video, like it and share it with friends. And if you have not subscribed yet, take a second and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, in case you are interested in what would be the outcome of a race between Babu Owino and Sakaja, watch this video.